It's astounding. Time is fleeting. Madness takes its toll. But listen closely. Not for very much longer. I've got to keep control. It's just a jump to the left. And now step to the right. Put your hands on your hips. You bring your knees in time. But it's the pelvic thrust. You really drive you insane. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. Well, I was walking down the street.
Welcome all to another edition of TGPW, the Guerrilla Position Wrestling, the most unprofessional professional wrestling in Fire Pro Wrestling. I, of course, am your host, the Swink, Nick Swinky, and we are coming at you with that Deathmatch Show 5. That's right, 16 competitors in all in this tournament. Only one will be declared that Deathmatch Show 5 tournament winner. Not only will they win the tournament, but they will also earn a future TGPW Deathmatch Championship title shot. Of course, that title currently held by Abdullah Kobayashi. Won that title from Abdullah the Butcher. At our last event, right here in the first match, and there goes the explosion, the landmine on the outside of the ring. We have TDS1 winner Sabu and former Deathmatch champion in his own right, taking on Cactus Jack. And it didn't take long in this one for both men to be busted open. Cactus swings that barbed wire bat. There's a baseball bat. And the suplex by Cactus. And a landmine on the floor. Those landmines covered in barbed wire. As I mentioned, Sabu won this tournament once before, also won the Deathmatch Championship, looking to regain that championship and become only the second two-time TDS winner. The other one, former Deathmatch champion in his own right, Abdullah the Butcher. Two-time tournament winner, two-time Deathmatch champion, actually. The double arm DDT, the leg drop now from Jack, and another double arm DDT. Is that it? No! 2.9 kick out by Sabu, avoids elimination here. A barbed wire bat to the back of Jack's head. Cactus with all the stroke around here. Counters that suplex attempt. with one of his own. Gets caught, though, with that pile driver. Sabu with a bat to the face now of Cactus Jack. Spinning soul butt, but a back elbow from Jack. Backdrop. Driver. Sabu with that chair. Brain buster by Cactus Jack. Another backdrop suplex from Sabu. Flying clothesline by Cactus Jack. And now the jumping pile driver by Sabu. But the double arm DDT again by Cactus, and both men are down. Cactus back to his feet first. A pulling pile driver by Cactus Jack. Throws him out into the landmines. Covered in barbed wire. Sabu pulls himself from the barbed wire and gets back in the ring. Spinning heel kick by Sabu and the leg drop. Sabu's face and his chest red just like his pants. The running bulldog by Cactus Jack. At the spinning heel kick catches Cactus coming off the ropes. Jawbreaker by Sabu, follows it up with a leg drop. There's the stroke once again by Cactus Jack. Sabu is dazed, but he comes back with a snap suplex. Grabs that chair. Swings and misses. Pile driver and a leg drop. And this is the first match in the opening round here of the tournament. The Bulldog by Cactus follows it up with a leg drop off the ropes, brother. Double arm DDT, that could be it. And no, 2.9 kick out by Sabu as he misses the spinning heel kick. Vertical suplex by Cactus Jack, now trying to catch his breath here. Another double arm DDT. Is that it? 2 and 3. He got him. Wow. Sabu chicks out at like 4. And Cactus Jack unbelievably knocks off Sabu, and he is moving on. Well, some might consider that first match somewhat of an upset, as Sabu eliminated from this tournament already, courtesy of Cactus Jack. Oh, we are right ahead, moving right ahead with our next match. It's Super Leather against Abyss. Abyss returning to the tournament for a second straight year. And this is the third consecutive appearance for Super Leather. There's a tombstone and a cover by Super Leather, but kick out by Abyss. I'm still not over the results of our first match. Sabu, TDS 1 winner, former Deathmatch champion, eliminated in the first round by Cactus Jack. So the winner of this match will face Cactus Jack in the quarterfinal. Hanging vertical suplex sends Abyss all the way out to the floor. and into the landmines, wrapped in barbed wire. Brain buster by Super Leather, hooks the leg. 2.9 kick out. There's a power bomb and a hook of the leg. 2.9 again. Big time kick out from Abyss. Now, both these guys are wearing masks, but Abyss, you can see the blood on his forehead. Hangman's neckbreaker by the Super Leather. And that stalling vertical suplex. Letting all the blood rush to the head of Abyss. The Irish Whip reversal sends him in to those light tubes in the corner. Now a sledgehammer. This guy thinks he's Peter Gabriel now. You know, get it? Sledgehammer. Peter Gabriel. It's a song. Google it, kids. Stunned off the ropes. Oh, Abyss misses a flying shoulder tackle. The powerbomb, the cover, and the 3 count. Wow. Another upset win. Super Leather is moving on. Well, 2 matches down and what I would consider 2 upsets. Considering the fact that last year Abyss made it all the way to the semifinals before being eliminated by the eventual winner, Abdullah the Butcher. Here he's eliminated in the first round, courtesy of Super Leather. And we now know it'll be Cactus Jack versus Super Leather in the quarterfinals, as Sabu was also eliminated. Right here we have Saw McGraw and the Sheik. Yes, the original Sheik going at it. Saw is ready. Yeah. And this is the first appearance in TGPW of one Saw McGraw, but not his first TDS appearance, as he appeared in that Deathmatch show tournament number 2 back when this tournament was a part of TWS, that wrestling show. And right there you can see Bonesaw, you know, he was a little hungry there, biting the forehead of the Sheik, and the Sheik is now busted open. The punch combination right here from Bonesaw. This is the Sheik's TDS debut, his first appearance in a TDS. And only his second match in TGPW. As he was in that barbed wire exploding ring death match back at Super Summer Sizzler Spectacular. Match ended in a no contest when the ring exploded and everyone was knocked out. That returning the favor is the Sheik biting the forehead of Bonesaw. Yeah, that six-man tag, the exploding ring, barbed wire death match. You see the fork being used. It was the Sheik, Sabu, and Rob Van Dam. And it's Terry Funk, Abdullah the Butcher, and Atsushi Onita. Oh, neither one of these guys are fan favorites. What the hell is that? Oh, the Sheik brought his own weapons to the ring. What the hell, Bress? How many weapons does he have in his trunks? I don't know, but that got a 2.9. Where does the Sheik hide all this? A fork? Well, seemed to be like some kind of claw? Brass knuckles? What the hell else does he have in there? Oh, this match has been every bit as insane as I expected it to be. Between these two guys. A couple of maniacs in there. Sheik wielding that barbed wire baseball bat with authority, like he's playing for the Yankees. Thinks he's Giancarlo Stanton. That suplex sent him into the landmine covered, barbed wire covered landmines. He hits the spin and the pose. The fork back into play now. As another broadcaster would say, perfectly legal, Cole. Yeah, why not? Let's choke the man. When all else fails, just choke him. Why not? Both these guys are very hungry tonight. Hungry for blood. Back to the fork again. And that's it. The Sheik gives it up. And Bonesaw is moving on. All right, here we go with match number 4 here in the opening round of the tournament. TDS 5, that's match show 5. That is what you're watching. TGPW Guerrilla Position Wrestling, most unprofessional, professional wrestling, and Fire Pro Wrestling. And of course, I am your host, the Swink Nick Swinky. And this match is a match pitting the Wing Hollywood horror icon, Nightmare Freddie Krueger himself. It's a modern day deathmatch legend, I guess you would say. The Bulldozer, Matt Tremont. This is Matt Tremont's third TDS appearance, first since TDS 2. And may or may not be his first appearance in TGPW, period. I'd have to look it up, but yeah, this might be Tremont's first TDS appearance, or TGPW appearance. This is Nightmare Freddy's third TDS appearance, his third consecutive appearance as well. Obviously not his first TDS appearance. His first TDS appearance was in TDS 3, where he defeated Jason the Terrible in the opening round before being eliminated in the quarterfinals by Abdullah the Butcher. Abdullah would go on to win the tournament, as he would beat Onita in the final round. Freddie's next appearance was at Mass Hysteria, where he teamed with Jason the Terrible, Boogeyman, and Super Leather, a losing effort to Jade Cargill, Camille, Bianca Belair, and Ronda Rousey. In TDS 4, he defeated Jason Terrible again in the first round, was eliminated in the quarterfinals by Abyss. Talked about Abyss earlier. He was eliminated in the semifinals of that tournament by the eventual winner, Abdullah. But Abyss is already out of the tournament. And yes, this is indeed Matt Tremont's TGPW debut. First time we're seeing the Bulldozer in a TGPW ring. Exploder suplex by Matt Tremont on Freddie. Freddie takes the backdrop. First time we're seeing Freddie in the first round match, not against Jason the Terrible, as I noted there. Back-to-back tournaments, 3 and 4. TDS 3 and 4. He wrestled Jason the Terrible in the opening round. Tremont swinging that bat. That barbed wire covered baseball bat. Well, Freddie returns the favor with a shot of his own. Rakes the eyes, but Tremont throws him off, but Freddie comes back with that bat to the head. Somehow that did not bust open the forehead of Matt Tremont, but you can very well see the scar tissue on the top of his head. The man has been busted open several times throughout his career. Sent into the light tubes, and that somehow did not bust him open either. Neither one of these men... I take that back. I believe Freddie is bleeding. Somebody's bleeding because there's some blood there on the canvas. Yeah, it's Freddie. Freddie is bleeding. It's caught with that DDT. Does Tremont the cover, the hook of the leg, and a 2 count only. Tremont kicks out. Tremont grabs the sledgehammer. It was not time to play the game. Instead, he just throws him to the outside and then a landmine. That'll work. Exploder. Freddie is dazed, but caught him in the old yam bag region. That mule kick. The Irish whip. Back elbow from Tremont. Shoulder tackle now. What's he thinking here? Well, doesn't matter. Got a rake to the eyes. Maybe setting up for either a pile driver or a power bomb, but he's countered with a back body drop. Another rake to the eyes from Freddie, but a suplex by Tremont. Both men back up. Freddie now with the power bomb. The eye stack. 2 and 3. He got him. Matt Tremont unable to pick up the win in his TGPW debut as Nightmare Freddie moves on to the quarterfinal. And we are back here continuing. TGPW, the Guerrilla Position Wrestling, presents that Deathmatch Show 5. Of course, TGPW, the most unprofessional professional wrestling in Fire Pro Wrestling. I, of course, am your host, the Swink Nick Swinky. And if you have not yet, subscribe to the channel. Leave a like on this video, leave a comment, share it. That would help out the channel. But we are 4 matches down here in the tournament, the first round of the tournament. And we got 4 matches to go here in the first round. This next one, a couple of masked men going at it. Violento Jack and Jason the Terrible. Jason the Terrible, another one of those wing Hollywood horror icons. Making his 3rd consecutive TDS appearance. Just like his stable mates, I guess you would say. Violento Jack making his 2nd TDS appearance, his 1st since TDS 2. First one under the TGPW banner, as he wrestled in TDS 2 when it was under the TWS, That Wrestling Show banner. Or as some would say, That Wrestling Show. That's a blast from the past for a lot of folks that might be watching this. Oh, into the landmines. Wrapped in barbed wire on the floor. Goes Violento Jack, and now he is a bloody mess. And there goes Jason the Terrible, and now he is bleeding. Blood soaking the mask. Oh, Jason. Not a great track record in the TDS. In fact, you could say Jason the Terrible's record in TDS is terrible. He was eliminated in the opening round by Nightmare Freddie in TDS 3. He was eliminated again in the opening round of TDS 4. Again by Nightmare Freddie. Well, the good news for Jason the Terrible, I guess, would be, wow, that didn't trigger an explosion, would be the fact that he's not wrestling Nightmare Freddie in the opening round. He may have a better chance here against Violento Jack, but Violento Jack, we've seen quite a bit of him in TGPW as of late. And powerbomb with the stack, gets a 2 count. Violento Jack, tag team partners and compadres with Arrow Boy. Former tournament winner is Arrow Boy. Former Deathmatch champion in his own right is the choke slam and a 2 count is Arrow Boy, but Violento Jack looking to join him Michinoku driver, leg hook, 2 and 3. No, 2.9 kick out. Jason the Terrible says, I ain't going out again in the first round. TKO from Violento. And then into the light tubes in the corner. Package pile driver, and he may have landed on that chair. Rolls him over, goes for the cover. 2 and no. DDT. Grabs the chair. Jabs it right into the midsection and down to the back. Swings and misses. Shot to the breadbasket. Choking him now. And nothing fancy there. Spine buster. And then a chair to the head. Punch combination from Jason the Terrible, down just choking Violento Jack here. A running body block. Another TKO by Violento. And jabs him with that broken piece of the table, those jagged edges of that table, into the light tubes in a corner. Northern Lights bomb, that could be it. Both hands pressed on him, 2 and 3. No! Violento Jack out of 2.9 breaks the final light tube on that board. Oklahoma Stampede. By God. Shout out to JR. There's another one, by God. Hey, did JR join me in the booth? No, that's just me. And that's it. Wow. Jason the Terrible just choking out Violento Jack. And he avoids another first round exit in the TDS. All right, our 6th opening round match. It is Pagano of the Circus of Slime taking on the Crazy Kid Masashi Takeda, protege of the Crazy Monkey Jun Kasai. We'll see him later. Pagano, as I mentioned, member of Circus of Slime, former TGPW Trios champion. Alongside El Jefe, El Gran Blanco Presentadora, and the man formerly known as Crooked Tortuga, now known as the Amazing Turtle, raining down punches, and it looks like Masashi Takeda is already busted open. Into the light tubes goes Pagano, and then into the landmines, wrapped in barbed wire. Bulldog from Takeda. Takeda sent for the ride. Caught him with the knee. Hooks the leg. 1 count only. You see the corners with light tubes in them on those boards. That's not enough. There's weapons strewn across the ring. There's a stray light tube over there. And those light tubes on those boards, we've seen people pull those off before. So far, we haven't seen anyone do that, but that's not to say that someone won't. Think of that. Drop toe hold, and then the elbow drop, and then low blow, because why not? And another one. STF, step over toe hold face lock, applied by Masashi Takeda. Again, there are no rope breaks here. Why would there be rope breaks in a death match? Come on, no. If you can use a light tube, a sledgehammer, and a baseball bat covered in barbed wire. Why would there be rope breaks, huh? Huh? Answer me that. So yeah, that's why there are no rope breaks in this match. A spear by Takeda, and then a PK. But that reverse neckbreaker cover too, and no. The fork to the head of Takeda. Real quickly, Pagano, third TDS appearance. Masashi Takeda, third TDS appearance, second consecutive. Jackknife cover, 2, and no. Pagano missed TDS 4. But he was in TDS 3. And of course, Masashi Takeda back-to-back years in TDS. TDS 4 and now TDS 5. Back to the air raid crash to 2 and no. Exploder suplex by Takeda, grabs a baseball bat. Takeda won a first-round marathon match against Luther, if you remember back at TDS 4. Before being eliminated in the quarterfinal by Arrow Boy. Rake to the eyes, and we now know the winner of this match, Canadian Destroyer by Pagano, will face Jason the Terrible. The quarterfinals. That's just a straight punch to the face. Nothing fancy there. The suplex sends him out into the landmines. I think he went for a spinning back fist. He missed. Decides to go to the fork. Exploder again from Takeda. Masashi Takeda sent into the landmines again. Brain Buster. And another exploder. Inzaguri. He is stunned. Is Takeda. Canadian Destroyer picks him up, but Takeda comes back with a shot. Caught him with that Olympic slam. Baseball bat. Hit him with the knob of the bat. Not the barrel. The knob on the handle of the bat. The PK from Pagano. That was a judo throw right there from Pagano and another Canadian Destroyer. This match still going. Wait a minute. The air raid crash from Takeda is he going to beat him with his own move too? And no, did not. That could be it. 2 and no. Again a kick out from Pagano. Pagano with the air raid crash of his own. Has he moved on? Is he moving on? 1, 2 and no. Follows it up with a second one in a row. 1, 2, and no. Takeda not willing to go quietly into that good night. The series of chops from Pagano. And now they're just throwing bombs here. The drop kick from Takeda. The drop kick from Pagano. Back and forth seesaw matchup. Look at that. Block that strike. Hits him with the exploder. Takeda seems as if he's gotten stronger as this match has gone on. Spine buster, but a counter from Takeda with a kick to the head. The lariat from Takeda, but gets a rake to the eyes. A series of back chops, but gets caught with a bulldog from Takeda. Takeda grabs that straight light tube, swings wildly, misses, but caught him that time. And then a chair to the back of the head. But a low blow from Pagano. Off the ropes. Drop kick. Caught him. Coming in. Back to the air raid crash. 1, 2, and no. Takeda. This guy. How many more air raid crashes is this man gonna hit? You can see Pagano breathing heavy. This match is taking a lot out of him. Canadian Destroyer, but he can't capitalize. Takeda is dazed. He gets caught with that running neckbreaker, but he's back to his feet first. Hits him in the head with that chair. Wow. Well, that didn't go as according to plan. Canadian Hammer, is that it? No. 2 count only. Olympic Slam into the landmines. Back in the ring goes Pagano. Suplex into the landmines. Suplex again into the landmines. I'm starting to get deja vu here from that first round match last year with Luther and Takeda. Is this it? Finally. It is. Wow, Masashi Takeda. Die hard here. But Pagano is moving on. Alright, our penultimate match here in the first round of That Deathmatch Show 5. Presented by TGPW, the Guerrilla Position Wrestling, the most unprofessional professional wrestling and Fire Pro Wrestling. I, of course, am your host, the Swink Nick Swiggy. If you have not yet, again, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. But Nick Gage here taking on Jun Kasai. The self-proclaimed king, the self-proclaimed god of this shit. Against the crazy monkey. This is Jun Kasai's 4th TDS appearance. 4 out of 5 of the TDS tournaments have featured Jun Kasai, and this guy has yet to win one. He's hoping that this one will finally be the one. Meanwhile, this is Nick Gage's 5th consecutive TDS appearance. He has been in every TDS tournament. And he's another guy that has yet to win a TDS tournament. He is looking to turn that around, however, this year. You know, they say the 3rd time's the charm. Well, maybe the 5th time is the charm for old Nick Gage here. A guy who's won many deathmatch tournaments in his day, but has yet to win a That Deathmatch Show tournament. And this is Nick Gage's 10th TGPW appearance. In TDS 3, he made it all the way to the semifinals before being eliminated by Atsushi Onita. In TDS 4, he didn't make it very far. He was eliminated in the quarterfinals by Abdullah the Butcher.
Shot. 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 Yeah.
Both guys busted open now. A tire driver by Nick Gage. And then a brain buster. Into the light tubes. The baseball bat to the back of the head. And now to the face. Now the DDT. Now Nick Gage.
Yes, shot.
Probably seen many a baseball game in his time.
Shot.
From National Park, New Jersey, so he got him. Nick Gage is moving on. Jun Kasai eliminated. Wow. Well, here we are with our final first round match of that Deathmatch Show 5 tournament, TDS 5. And it is a big one. Jon Moxley against Atsushi Onita. Onita, of course, is a pioneer of the deathmatch style, innovating matches like the exploding barbed wire deathmatch and the landmine deathmatch, which is what this match is, in his promotion FMW Frontier Martial Arts Wrestling. That said, this is only Onita's second Deathmatch Show tournament appearance, last appearing at TDS 3. However, Onita would make it to the finals of TDS 3 before being defeated by Abdullah the Butcher in the first of the Butcher's back-to-back tournament wins. This is only Jon Moxley's second TDS appearance under the TGPW banner, as he appeared in both TDS 1 and TDS 2 under the That Wrestling Show banner. His last appearance at TDS 3, he was eliminated in the quarterfinals by none other than his first round opponent in TDS 5, Atsushi Onita. It's no secret that Jon Moxley is worshipped at the altar of Atsushi Onita. The guy used Onita's theme music for a while. I mean, Wild Thing, that is Onita's theme song. And Moxley has been in constant presence, TGPW, since day one. If you've been watching this channel, you know that. Appearing on the first show. He's been frequently teaming with his fellow BCC teammates in Claudio Castagnoli and Bryan Danielson in the last year. His last singles match in TGPW winning way back in April of 2024 at Guerrilla Warfare 2024, and a loss to his eternal rival Steve Arendt. And again, if you are a fan of this channel, you know about that rivalry. Fire Power Bomb, Fire Thunder Power Bomb gets a 2.9. We know all about the Steve Arendt Jon Moxley rivalry. So the question here is, can Moxley switch his focus and avoid defeat yet again at the hands of Onita and win TDS 5? Or will Onita make a second finals appearance and win it all this time? Well, as we've seen so far in this tournament, anything can happen. We saw it in our very first match, actually, when Cactus Jack eliminated Sabu, TDS 1 winner. The only former winner in this tournament, by the way. So we are guaranteed a new winner of the tournament. The big DDT there by Onita. And then the Ace Crusher. There's the double arm DDT. The Dirty Deeds there by Jon Moxley. Maybe going for the Death Rider that time, but no, countered by Onita. Jumping pile driver by Jon Moxley. Figure 4 leg lock. Quick recap, Sabu, as I mentioned, might be considered an upset. He was eliminated by Cactus Jack. Cactus Jack moving on. Super Leather defeated Abyss. Running Bulldog there by Onita. Saw McGraw defeated the Sheik. Nightmare Freddie over Matt Tremont. Jason the Terrible knocked off Violento Jack. Pagano over Masashi Takeda. Nick Gage over Jun Kasai. And here we are. Atsushi Onita, Jon Moxley, who will be the 8th man to join the other 7 men that have advanced so far. Wow, he somehow avoided the landmines there. And the barbed wire did Onita when he got suplexed to the floor. Both men down. Both men back to their feet. Repeated elbows by Moxley. Caught him coming in with that black hole slam. Or boss man slam if you prefer. The power bomb and the pin, and it's over. Once again, Jon Moxley cannot avoid elimination at the hands of Atsushi Onita, as Onita is moving on to the quarterfinals. There you see it, the Fire Powerbomb gets the win for Atsushi Onita, and that wraps up the first round of TDS 5, that deathmatch show 5 tournament. Again, you're watching TGPW, the Guerrilla Position Wrestling, the most unprofessional professional wrestling in Fire Pro Wrestling. I, of course, have been your host, the Swink Nick Swinky. That's going to do it for this one, but we'll be back with the quarterfinals of TDS 5, at Deathmatch Show 5, as we determine who this year's tournament winner will be.